This gathering is a celebration, a recognition of one another's gifts, talents, work, a chance to remember that what makes Juniata so great is its people. It's you. Together, we intentionally share in the joy of this day and this group. The poet Ross Gay talks about joy as moments when our alienation from people or from the world shrinks. Joy connects us in community. And he says that by practicing joy, that intentionally recognizing and honoring joy, that is essential. Because we are not always good at holding in our imaginations what it is to be adored, preserved, necessary. And without holding on to those things, we cannot speak meaningfully about our longings for a more just world, a more whole existence for all. And so in that spirit and that hope, may we celebrate together, sharing our joy.
Please be seated. Wow, good afternoon, and welcome to the annual Spring Awards Convocation. And what a spectacular day we have to celebrate the many achievements of our academic community as we implausibly wrap up the 2024-2025 academic year. In addition to many Juniata faculty and staff that are joining us today, we have many parents and families of our award winners here today. It's terrific to have all of you with us, and please stand so we can say thank you for your many contributions to our students and everything they have achieved. Before we really get things underway today, I do want to extend my personal thanks and appreciation to this community for your genuine support and understanding while the environment around our work and our mission as a place of learning continues to be rather dynamic, uncertain, and at times just plain messy. It's an honor to serve with you, alongside you, during these unprecedented times. So as I was thinking about today, as we are in our last day of classes, the tension, the drama, the excitement, the fear, otherwise known to most people as April, is behind us. And that deserves some spirited applause from all of us, that we are in the month of May. I know some of you heard me say this before, but one of my favorite quotes, a Stephen quote, is around the main thing. And he reminds us that the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. And for all of you, that's your academic journey. It's this academic year. It's about finishing strong. You're physically tired, emotionally drained, mentally exhausted, but it is the last day of classes. Reading day is tomorrow, and the finish line is within reach. I always equate the academic year to a bit of a marathon, that we start out with a lot of energy and excitement. Our bodies are ready to take on that year, and by April, we are tired. Our legs are tired, our mind is tired, but we can see that finish line, and it is within reach. To our seniors out there, congratulations. We will see and celebrate you in about 10 days or so. Here on the quad, on a beautiful day just like today, for Commencement 2025. I can't wait to join you on that special day. Each year at this convocation, it is a tradition to invite the recipient of the Beachley Award for Distinguished Teaching from the previous year to speak to all of you. Our speaker today, Dr. Allison Fletcher, professor of history here at Juniata, joined the faculty in 2007 and holds a bachelor's degree in history from Bryn Mawr College, as well as both a master's degree and a PhD from Johns Hopkins University. Dr. Fletcher was recognized last year for her thoughtful listening, her rigorous grading, and I want to know a little bit more about that, and exceptional ability to analyze complex texts. Qualities that inspire her students to read with care and think critically. Dr. Fletcher's dedication to education reaches far beyond the classroom. She has shown remarkable initiative in co-creating faculty-led study abroad programs and teaching through the transformative Inside Out prison exchange program, which I have been fortunate to participate in. In addition to her teaching, she is a valued contributor to the Baker Institute and a dedicated mentor, guiding students through prestigious opportunities such as the Fulbright and St. Andrews Scholarship Program. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Allison Fletcher.
Welcome to you all on this truly special occasion. And thank you, President Toha, for those kind words. It is wonderful to be standing here looking out at award winners, at graduating seniors, colleagues, staff, family, and friends. I'd like to begin by thanking all the families in the audience. Without you, none of this would be possible. I am a survivor of sending 3 children through college, so I know what it means to nurture and support our children through the ups and downs of college life. Standing here, looking out at so many amazing young people, I am pinching myself. You may have mapped out your future, or maybe only your next few years, or you really have no idea, or perhaps the last few months have changed what you thought would be your next steps. When I was your age, if I had consulted a crystal ball and it told me I would be standing here today speaking to you all, I would have said nonsense and tossed it into the bin. I did have a dream of what I wanted to do, but at that time, for factors outside my control, it seemed an impossible dream. I wanted to study history, a discipline that I find fascinating and that I believe can help us understand our past, and perhaps more importantly, it can help us shape our present. So on my unlikely journey to this podium, I did other things I didn't really want to do, but that seemed the only possible course of action at the time, useful and meaningful things. When I was 17, I became a nurse, studying at the school Florence Nightingale started at St. Thomas's Hospital in London. I walked up and down old Victorian wards in an outfit that had a cap with a very large lace wings. Ridiculous, I know. But at one end of the ward, I could look out over the River Thames, see the Houses of Parliament, and we could hear Big Ben chime the hour. I went on to learn how to deliver babies, and I held the hands of dying patients. I learned a great deal about myself, and about what I could do, and about what skills I had, and how I might use them in the future. I have used them ever since to guide me through life's ups and downs. I got married, on reflection, much too young, younger than most of you sitting immediately in front of me. My unlikely journey took us to the US, a journey I never expected, and that was my husband's dream. A dream he forgot to mention to me before we got married. It's true, and he's sitting up there and will confirm it. Foolishly, I had not read the small print in the footnotes of my marriage contract, which said we will move to the United States at the very first available opportunity. There is a lesson there for us all. Always read footnotes carefully. So my unlikely journey took me to a new country, to community college, then to a liberal arts college, then to graduate school, and then finally back into the classroom as a teacher of history. History is not about the memorization of dates and names and events. At its heart, history is about storytelling. I like to think I have one of the oldest and most important jobs in the world. Why? Because if you look back through the long centuries of the past, you will see how important storytelling has always been. It is profoundly linked to our humanity. The stories we tell ourselves help us to make sense of complex situations, to understand our emotions, and to make sense of our world. Stories can create a sense of community. They can help connect us to one another, to build understanding, and to share creative experiences. Stories bring people together so we can make a positive impact on the world. It has been deeply fulfilling to bring alive in the classroom the voices of those long dead so my students can listen to them, learn from them, and be inspired by them. Bell Hooks was an amazing scholar and teacher whose books on teaching guided and shaped me as I worked to improve my skills in the classroom. She argued that teaching is always rooted in hopefulness. I agree, even on those days when I feel frustrated or am faced with a pile of what every teacher loves most, grading. Unfortunately, teaching has also allowed me to continue learning from my colleagues, but most of all, from you, my students. I cannot stand up here looking at your faces and not acknowledge that so many of you are graduating into a world that a few short months ago you thought you knew how to navigate, but perhaps now seems less clear and less certain. How might our present shape your dreams, hopes, and desires for your future? Maybe you are just about to embark on your own unlikely journey. As a historian, I think that the past is full of amazing people who I find an inspiration and an example of how to live my life. Have you ever played that game? Who would you invite, if you could, to a very special dinner party where you could sit around the table, enjoy amazing food, and just listen and learn and be inspired by your guests? I have. Sometimes my table gets quite crowded, so I will just mention two who are always present. The first is someone I was lucky enough to actually meet. In fact, as I sometimes tell my students, he is the only person I have chased out of a restaurant to ask if I could shake his hand and thank him. His name was John Hume. To me, he strode across the landscape of 30 years of violence in the north of Ireland, advocating a peaceful resolution, often at huge personal risk. The second is Wangari Maathai, who was a Kenyan social, environmental, and political activist who founded the Green Belt movement. She also had a wonderful way with words. One of her many sayings was, "It's the little things citizens do that will make the difference. My little thing is planting trees." Both these inspirational guests were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. But perhaps you would like to invite contemporary figures to your table to inspire and guide you. It's entirely up to you. It's your dinner party after all. I am sure my colleagues sitting here can think of many students who, after they graduated, had unlikely journeys to where they are today. I'm going to mention just a few from my own department, the History and Art History department. I asked Emma, who is now the Exhibits and Graphics Specialist at the National Museum of Health and Medicine, how she finally got the position she wanted. It took 5 years, and the bullet list of things she told me she did would fill at least the next 10 minutes. Suffice to say, she never gave up, took unpaid or poorly paid internships that she then had to do other work to support, networked at every available opportunity, and she stressed to me that for her, it was always sustaining to keep in touch with her teachers at Juniata. Maddie dreamt of working at an academic publishing house, a very difficult goal to achieve. She was always very determined. One year she applied to 60 internships, finally landing one in California. When she didn't get the Fulbright to England that she wanted, she took a master's in classics in London. After graduating, she had no choice but to move back with her parents while she did freelancing, always working on her writing and continuing to network. She is now the acquisition editor for History and Art History at Penn State Press. And finally, Tom. He has always been fascinated by Norse mythology. He wrote his senior thesis on women in saga literature. The final sentence of his thesis ended with these words: "I believe these women can show a truth about Norse society that I long to know more about." When he graduated, he had no idea where this desire would take him, but he dreamed big. We just found out the other day he has been accepted to study Norse mythology at the graduate program at the University of Iceland this fall. Whoa. So prepare yourselves for what might be your unlikely journey. Our worlds can shift and change sometimes in a blink of an eye. So how do we keep our balance? How do we keep our hopes and our dreams alive? There are no easy answers, but the stories that we tell ourselves can be a guide. Remember, you are stronger than you think you are. Look back on the challenges you have faced over the last few years. Think about how you overcame them, and believe that you have the resilience, creativity, and confidence to navigate the future, whatever your journey looks like. My students know how much I love reading poetry in class. They are very tolerant of this idiosyncrasy, and some truly enjoy it. So I'm going to end today with a few short lines from one of my favorite poets, Seamus Heaney. History says, don't hope on this side of the grave, but then, once in a lifetime, the longed-for tidal wave of justice can rise up, and hope and history rhyme. Thank you for listening to me today.
Thank you, Dr. Fletcher. It's a pleasure to turn the microphone over and the rest of the program, or most of the program anyway, to Dr. Bowen, our provost, who will now announce the academic recognitions. Dr. Bowen.
Well, good afternoon, students, faculty, guests. It is my pleasure to be able to announce the awards and the scholarships that we will give this afternoon to our students for academic excellence and their contributions to the Juniata community. Each award will be announced by name, and I'll provide a brief description. You can find a fuller description in your programs. I'm pleased that most of our recipients are with us today, so I would ask each of you, whose name I call, to come to the stage by the stairs to your left and receive the award from President Troja, and then please return to your seats by the stairs to your right. The first award, the accounting plaque for outstanding work in accounting and for overall leadership is given this year to Marin Swank. The Huntington branch of the American Association of University Women Award is given to a deserving student from the Huntington area who plans to attend graduate school. Congratulations to Sarah Halteman. The Donna Weimer Award in Communication honors creative and positive contributions to the field of communication. We have two recipients this year, Lillian Case and Shannon Para. The Art History Award honors outstanding performance in and enthusiasm for the study of art history. Congratulations to Natalie Dumars. We recognize 3 students for winning the John M. and Thomas F. Bailey Oratorical Award for the Bailey Oratorical Contest earlier this spring. In first place, Amaya Martinez. In second place, Lillian Case. And in third place, Molly Sheets. The Rebecca C. Barrick Language Prize is given to a student studying languages with a distinguished record. Congratulations to Talia Smith. The Alice G. Blaisdell Prizes in Mathematics and Computer Science are awarded to students with distinguished undergraduate records. We recognize 2 students this year. Congratulations to Sierra Rossman and Miriam Sack. The Dr. Andrew B. and Maria F. Broombaugh Science Prizes are awarded for distinguished undergraduate records in biology, chemistry, or physics. There are 13 awardees, so I'm going to ask that you hold your applause until I announce all of their names. Adam Bush, Sarah Halteman, John Hanasek, Sarah Hepburn, Allison Johnston, Cameron Lazinski, Gianna Leone, Grant Lorelli, Nodaka Masamune, Momika Nakashita, Rebecca Vanstenaker, Kaylin Walters, and Joseph Woodrow. The Brunton Award is awarded annually by the Brunton Company and is given to a graduating senior who holds the most promise of becoming an effective and professional field geologist. This year's award is given to Cameron Lazinski. The David R. Drew Psychology Fund is given to either a senior or a junior student who demonstrates academic excellence, interest and competence in research, and involvement in the larger community. Congratulations to Abby Sanchez. The Class of 1989 Endowed Award is given to juniors who exemplify outstanding involvement in co-curricular activities while maintaining at least a 3.0 grade point average. Congratulations to Ethan Brown and Maggie Eckroat. The Juniata College Museum Studies Award is given to students that have demonstrated pronounced ability, professional potential, and a commitment to the museum world. Congratulations to Amelia Kasdorf and Michael Monica. The Raymond R. Day Social Work Award is given to a senior in the helping professions with an outstanding academic record. We recognize Ben Allen this year. The Viola Gardner Metzger Art Award for producing outstanding artwork is given to 3 students this year. Congratulations to Aspen Liskowski, Samantha Bitar, and Megan Jordan. The Justina Marsteller Langdon Prize is given to the senior woman who exemplifies helpfulness to others and devotion to the college. Congratulations to Lillian Case. The Herbert A. Miller Award is presented to seniors in business administration or economics who demonstrate characteristics and qualities necessary to be an outstanding citizen. Congratulations to Luke Rokoski and Connor Rahm. The Geology Alumni Annual Fund Prize is presented to an outstanding student upon the student's completion of historical geology. This year's recipient is Lauren Makovic. The Noteworthy Physics Award is given to a student whose POE is in physics and is also a member of the concert choir or involved in the music department. Congratulations to Frank Dorman. The Rufus Reber Physics Prize is given to a junior or senior with a physics POE with excellent academic performance and campus citizenship. Congratulations to Sandy Milby. The Charles M. Rice Accounting Prize for Outstanding Work in Accounting is awarded to 3 students this year. Congratulations to An Kong, Connor Rahm, and Luke Rokoski. There are 5 recipients of the Donald Rockwell Chemistry Prize, which is given to students who have excelled in and contributed to the chemistry program as well as general campus life. This year's recipients are Rebecca Christoffel, Sydney Garner, Sarah Tess Liedebauer, Momika Nakashita, and Joseph Woodrow. There are 7 recipients of the William A. Schleister Award for Academic Achievement, Character, Dedication to Juniata, and the Promise of Future Success. Congratulations to Ben Allen, Max Baptiste, Jeremiah Burden, Reed Davis, John Hanasek, Gunmin Kim, and Colby Starr. The Dr. E.J. Stackpole Prize is given to the Juniata student making the most important contribution to the history of the Juniata Valley. Congratulations to Amelia Kasdorf. The Samuel J. Steinberger Memorial Award is for a student with exceptional ability in mathematics, as well as being a participant in the Juniata College music program. This year's recipient is Sydney Madlock. The John R. and Emma G. Wald Humanities Prize is given to humanities students with distinguished work, especially in their program of emphasis. Congratulations to Caden Tester and Nate Wyke. The Dale L. Wampler Award in Information Technology and Computer Science honors outstanding seniors who bring creative and positive contributions to information technology and computer science. We have 3 recipients this year: Arman Baraghi-Zeda, Matthew Bates, and Sean Weiland. The Tutoring Award recognizes outstanding contributions to our campus-wide peer tutoring system and is given to peer tutors and/or Writing Center tutors who have worked for at least 3 semesters. Congratulations to Lillian Case and Arman Baraghi-Zadeh. The Jane P. Carpenter Endowed Scholarship for International Study in France is awarded to a student or students who show exceptional promise in the study of French. Congratulations to Chantal Larby and Addie Leeson. There are 3 recipients of the Dr. Kenneth W. Crosby Endowed Scholarship in History, which is awarded to those students who have done excellent academic work in history. Congratulations to Rachel Neural-Wern, Madison Sipe, and Finn Thornhill. The Charles L. Koch Brethren Scholarship was established in memory of the late Reverend Charles Koch by his wife Edith Cox to honor his lifetime of ministry in the Church of the Brethren. Congratulations to Nina Meadows. The Esther M. Doyle Theater Scholarship is given for significant contribution to theater at Juniata College, either in performance or as a member of the crew. Congratulations to Gabriella Yetzi. There are 15 recipients of the Charles C. Ellis Endowed Memorial Scholarship for unusual scholarly competence and citizenship. So I'll ask that you hold your applause until I call all 15 names. Congratulations to Luke Becker, Alyssa Clark, Ava Cook, Mackenzie Kapuscinski, Josephine Kelly, Addie Leeson, Kalia Lesher, Winyi Lee, Sage Moser, Jim Oster, Ben Ryan, Lydia Seltzer, Ryan Smith, Victoria Smith, and Katie Traxel. The Leonard L. Floss Class of 47 Scholarship is given to a student who has an excellent academic record and a POE from the Department of Accounting, Business, and Economics. This year's recipient is John Finchak. Oh. The Gibble Summer Service Scholarship is given to students who have given their time to improve the lives of young people. There are 3 recipients this year: Tamana Shabru, Emily Guamuch, and Brooks Richardson. There are 4 recipients of the Martin H. Heine Endowed Memorial Scholarship for Meritorious Achievement and Character given to business students. Congratulations to An Kong, Charlie Bakken, Maren Swank, and Connor Rom. The Ruth Ellis Haddendot Endowed Scholarship is awarded to students with POEs in early childhood education. Congratulations to Maggie Eckroat and Faith Polcha. We award the Huntington Music Club Endowed Scholarship to a student with unusual talent in music and participation in on-campus musical activities. This year's recipient is M. Parago. The Honor Society Endowed Scholarship is awarded to students and selected on the basis of grade point average, constructive, thoughtful, and creative use of the POE, as well as extracurricular activities. Congratulations to Maisie Hoover. The Margaret McCrimmon Endowed Memorial Scholarship is given to worthy students who demonstrate an interest in learning. There are 3 recipients this year: Austin Cleese, Addison Gainey, and Claire Thomas. The NICE Endowed Scholarship for the study in Latin America is awarded to students eligible for study abroad through a Juniata program. There are 9 recipients this year: Walesia Byfield, Kate Clark, Sage Matrish, Miles Miller, Fernando Molina Gomez, Jack Polglaze, Margaret Rodenbaugh, Isabella Rushing, and Katie Wagner. The Clarence R. Pence Endowed Pre-Medical Scholarship is given to a student who shows evidence of a humanitarian attitude, scholarly excellence, and character. Congratulations to Olivia Henry. The J. Aldous and Mildred Hale Reinhardt Endowed Merit Scholarship in Business Administration for academic achievement, leadership quality, and good character is awarded to 6 students this year: Charlie Bakken, Elle Douglas, Dylan Krise, Lynn No, Daniel Patrico, and Aaron Rothermel. The Reinhardt Darkash Endowed Scholarship for International Study and Education is awarded at the end of the sophomore year to elementary education students who plan to study abroad during the junior year. We congratulate Tatum Leivelsberger, Sage Matrish, and Samantha Redinger. The Donald M. Rockwell Endowed Chemistry Scholarship for high academic achievement and excellent potential for further study is given to these 3 students: Kaya Lester, Claire Thomas, and Alexandra Thompson. The Ellen G. Shea Scholarship is presented to a student who achieves a minimum grade of B+ in their junior year and indicates an intent to pursue in a graduate school of library science for service in a school library. We congratulate Ethan Kretzer. The Philbrook Smith and Edgar Hart Scholarship is awarded to a student traveling abroad who has a POE in history. Congratulations to Sandra Bradsher. The John N. Stauffer Endowed Humanities Scholarship is awarded for outstanding ability and personal character. Congratulations to Sandra Bradsher and Gabriella Yetzi. The William F. Tinsley Endowed Scholarship was established by Dr. William Tinsley of Bangor. The scholarship is based upon academic merit and is awarded to a student from the Bangor and Laheyton areas. Congratulations to Luke Bittner. The Luella Robertson Trueheff Drama Scholarship is given to a student who has shown outstanding ability in drama and/or public speaking. Congratulations to Danielle Berlin. The Wolf Kuhn Foundation Business Scholarship is awarded to business and economics students who have an interest in the ethical conduct of business. Congratulations to Sophia Ganley and Prash Kadka. There are 16 recipients of the Dr. Homer C. and Ethel F. Will Endowed Scholarship, which is given to biology students who have shown high academic achievement and excellent potential for further study. Please hold your applause until I've read all their names. Connor Brunel, Davin Esbenshade, Grace Finch, Mary Grant, Maisie Hoover, Joseph Menke, Jared Johnson, Ava Merced, Prevana Ramakrishnan, Gavin Rohut, Kara Scotty, Alexa Viens, Sophia Volper, Ryan Whiteman, Ella Whitman, and Scarlett Young. The Paul R. Yoder Endowed Memorial Scholarship is given to a student majoring in physics who has performed excellent academic work and intends to pursue an advanced degree. Congratulations to Zach Hinshaw. The following students have received awards and fellowships of distinction. As I call your names, I would ask that you stand as you are able so that we can recognize you. These students will be participating this summer in the Shepherd Higher Education Consortium on Poverty. Austin Cleese, Addison Gainey, Estefany Granado Saravia, and Astrid Lucas. We also want to recognize those students who have received the Benjamin A. Gilman Fellowship that funds students who will be studying or interning abroad. Fernando Molina Gomez and Christina Sparks. We also recognize the recipient of the Newman Civic Fellowship, which is given to a student with the potential for public leadership. Congratulations to Tamana Shabru. And I want to recognize our students and our alums who are semifinalists for the Fulbright, which fosters cross-cultural dialogue to pursue either graduate study, conduct research, or teach English abroad. Our alums are Isabel Cruzy and Zakira Watt. Our current students are Grace Gibbs, Sarah Tess Liedebauer, and Elijah Weaver. We will award academic athletic awards this evening here in this space at the Alfies. Please join me in congratulating all of these students for their campus, national, and international recognition. President Troja will now present the faculty awards.
How about one more round of applause for all of our winners? Congratulations. And I believe we have 18 Fulbright applicants. Where's Dr. Tootin? Is that number correct? We've got 18 applicants this year. We're waiting on some things in the federal process, right, to work their way through. We're hoping that that program continues to get funded and those students have that opportunity. But congratulations to our faculty for mentoring those students who have made it to this level. All right, you ready? Let's go. We got 4 faculty awards. The first one is our Eagle Advising Award, and this is awarded to a faculty member or a staff member who's currently serving as an advisor and has served in that capacity for at least 3 years. It was designed to celebrate an excellent advisor who has made a difference in a student's personal and/or academic journey. So I try to give you some information without giving you the names, and so you're going to hear maybe some hints about a third of the way through, because I want you to hear and be able to tie those comments to our award winner, but give me a couple of data points first. So our first award winner is a person who is a connector. This person connects to resources, to other people, to data. This advisor helps students strategically plan coursework to stay on track for graduation. Is there anything else more important than that? He is a great listener. His attentiveness and approachable nature make him an advisor that students can trust and rely on. And this quote from a student: "What sets him apart is his deep investment in his students' growth. Even though I am just one of his many mentees, he remembers everything I tell him, demonstrating how much he truly cares about my progress and success, not just as a student, but beyond school as well." Dr. Bennett has been a member of the retention committee for the past 3 years and a long-standing member of the Health Professions Committee. Dr. Bennett earned his BS in biology and chemistry degrees from Western Maryland College, where he was elected Phi Beta Kappa. He received his PhD in oncology from the University of Wisconsin at Madison. Randy joined the Juniata faculty in 1995 and is currently chair of the biology department. This year's recipient of the Eagle Advising Award is Dr. Randy Bennett, chair professor of biology. Congratulations, Randy. Yeah, another round of applause. The Henry H. and Joan R. Gibble Award for Teaching Excellence is awarded to a tenure track faculty member with less than 6 years of experience. Our recipient this year is described as, and I quote, engaging, informative, and passionate. This person is open to giving students credit they deserve, and I quote, and sometimes beyond in publishing research. This faculty member is open to sharing knowledge and quick to admit what is out of his purview and willing to find those answers. He seeks to cultivate curiosity and bold inquiry in his students. TJ has 12 research students working with him in his lab. Dr. Fernino has engaged in program development, such as the POE in genomics, and course development, for example, a teaching connections course with an art history professor. TJ is an active grant seeker and has 10 manuscripts in process, clearly an engaged scholar here at Juniata. He's also active in service, as he just recently co-chaired our FYS subcommittee, which was a lot of fun. Right, TJ? He earned his BS in biology from Duquesne, his MS from IUP, and his PhD from the University of Texas at Arlington. Dr. Fernino joined the Juniata faculty just a year ago after an NSF postdoc at the University of Denver. This year's Gibble recipient is Dr. TJ Fernino, Assistant Professor of Biology. It's a lot in 1 year. Bar's high, TJ. The Beachley Award for Distinguished Academic Service. It's awarded to a faculty member who has demonstrated excellent service over many years. This award is for faculty for service beyond the classroom, usually related to community service or campus service. A colleague wrote about this year's winner, and I quote, "Her collaborative attitude and tenacious spirit not only sees projects through to completion, but the projects are exemplary and emblematic of Juniata College. Her contributions prepare students for leadership and civic engagement in their lives beyond graduation, making the community and the world a better place." Our winner has been successful in securing external funding to support various projects, including our MLK Day of Service and Achieve Health Literacy Project. She has also served as our inaugural Director of Community Engaged Teaching and Learning since 2016. Sarah Worley has helped lead the effort to make local engagement a graduation requirement, which was affirmed by the faculty in 2018. Dr. Worley sought and received Carnegie classification for community engagement in 2019, which is a big deal, by the way. Dr. Worley has emerged as a national voice and leader with organizations such as Campus Compact and Stanford Pathways Program, and was recently invited to Engage Scholarship Symposium at Swarthmore in April of 2025. She is also a department chair, leads the Bailey Oratorical, and serves on faculty committees routinely, including the Faculty Executive Committee currently. As one colleague wrote about Sarah, and I quote, "Ultimately, I've witnessed Sarah care, and I've witnessed her serve the college with all of her heart," end quote. Dr. Worley joined the Juniata faculty in 2004. She earned her BA in Communication Philosophy at Juniata, an MPA from the University of Colorado, and her PhD from Penn State. This year's recipient of the Beachley Award for Distinguished Service is Dr. Sarah Worley, Chair, Professor of Communication. Funny side story. I was driving down 14th Street toward Sheets one morning. It's a good thing she's busy hugging people back there because I saw this van drive by. A lot of our faculty know that Sarah runs in about 2,000 different directions. Well, in her car while she's driving to campus, yep, I'm telling this story. Dr. Worley is just breezing by me. I'm like, oh, there's Sarah. Oh, Sarah hasn't done her makeup yet, as she's putting on eyeliner, lipstick, and the like. So, Sarah, be careful. She's busy. Finally, our Beachley Award for Distinguished Teaching. This is awarded to a faculty member who has demonstrated excellent teaching over many years. I love that thing, many years. That means this person has probably been here for a few, our more seasoned faculty, if you will. It honors a faculty member who creatively engages students, stimulates their thinking, and helps develop a deep knowledge of their subject. Our recipient was nominated by several students, and our packets are very different from year to year. Our recipient this year had numerous students nominate our winner. And they said, she explains material in such a realistic and personable way. You can tell that she truly cares about you as well as the material she is teaching you. A student said, and I quote, Dr. Keeney is one of the best people that I've ever met. Her humility and willingness to serve others over herself is an inspiration, somebody wrote. Another student said, and I quote, if I had never met Dr. Keeney, I would never have found my love for research and discovery, and certainly would not be the person I am today. Additionally, Jill has received multiple grants from NIH and NSF and is currently the PI on an NSF STEM grant. Jill is the current coordinator of undergraduate research and works tirelessly. All of us see it. To organize a summer research program that benefits so many students, 42 of you this summer. Dr. Keeney joined the Juniata faculty in 1994. She earned her BS in biochemistry from Penn State, her PhD in immunology from Washington University in St. Louis, and did a postdoc, was a fellow at Johns Hopkins Medical School. She's also the Charles A. Dana Professor in biology, and for students, that's like the best of the best distinction for some of our faculty here, one of four. Finally, as one student wrote, for her unwavering commitment to her students, her passion for teaching, and the countless lives she has changed, I wholeheartedly believe Dr. Keeney is more than deserving of this award, end quote. This year's recipient of the Beachley Award for Distinguished Teaching is Dr. Jill Keeney, the Charles A. Dana Professor of Biology. Boy, I love those. Congratulations to all of our faculty award winners, and thank you, faculty, as a collective, for your continued excellence and what all of you provide here. So just a few closing comments and thanks and appreciation to some of the folks who've helped pull this event together. Our provost office, led by Dr. Bowen and her entire team, Marisa Faust and Heather and Allie, Tracy, Katie Geis. Thank you to all of you for helping pull this together. Round of applause for our staff who made this happen. I want to say thank you to the selection committee for our awards, to Zach Fultz back there, our master of technology. Thank you, Zach, for being everywhere. Yeah, he deserves a round of applause. He works a lot of hours. Don't trim that beard while you're driving, Zach. I might pass you at some point. Also want to say thank you to the marketing department, John Bukowski, for our music today. Thank you so much. I always like to give a shout out to our facilities team, those who keep our buildings clean, who mow the grass, and I know they mow sometimes a little bit early. I've heard from you. I get it. We moved it back a little bit. They're not around your buildings at 7:30 a.m., but how about a round of applause for our blue crew and all that they do? Thank you, families, for attending and being part of our convocation this year. We really, really appreciate it. For the senior parents, we'll see you here in a few days outside on the quad. So please remain in your seats until you are excused. Faculty award winners should gather outside for photos. Don't leave. Graduates, you will process to the gymnasium over in Kennedy for a class photo. Please rise as Liam Reese leads us in the singing of our alma mater. Thank you.
To Juniata College, dear, in praise we raise our song, the place of loyal hearts and cheer which we
Thank you.